is your typical non-CDL 3-car hauler. This one is fairly lightweight, weighs in at about 5,700 pounds. Got a 12,000 pound winch on it. That's the solar battery charger, keeps the battery charged on it. It's got your toolboxes and your ramps. It's got your two 7,000 pound axles on it, of course. And it's got a deck length on it of about 50 feet up them ramps, all the way up over the top. Okay? And then we have this guy. So this is a standard, typical 4-car hauler, right? So you have the two that go on the bottom, and then you have two on the top. So this is a standard 4-car. So here's the thing. I get questioned a lot. I get a lot of people that come to us because they know we lease trailers. I mean, we have a bunch of them out there, not just these, but a whole bunch that are out roaming the world. And the thing that I get asked a lot is, people will go on, they'll see one of our Facebook ads for like the 3-car hauler I just showed you up front there, and even the 4-car hauler, and they'll say, hey, I've got a 2500, can that thing be pulled with a 2500? Absolutely not. In fact, with the 2500 or 250, you know, same thing, most of those carry like 6,400 pound rear axle GVWRs. You're not putting anything behind that. I mean, you could carry a 1-car trailer behind that, but to get to a 2-car trailer, you're using a gooseneck, and most of those trailers are going to weigh, even the 2-car is going to weigh 4,000, 5,000 pounds or something. Even if you get one of the light ones, you know, with the center cut out and everything, and you could possibly get in there for like, say, you know, 4,000 pounds or so, by the time you get a couple of cars on there, especially because of the way they load, and I've done videos on this, on how the weight transfers in front of the rear, the first axle on the trailer when you move a car forward towards the truck, it really begins to transfer the weight of that vehicle. Unless you got something really small, like a couple of Honda Civics or something, but you get anything with any weighted SUV or anything on there, you know, and that weight then begins to move forward into the truck. Well, you put that weight through the gooseneck right onto the rear axle. There's just not enough room. I mean, the truck itself is probably transferring 3,000 pounds, you know, 2,500 pounds into that rear axle at least of the amount of weight. Keep in mind, that's the total GVWR. That's not how much weight you can add to it. That's how much it has to weigh, period. And the reason I keep coming to that is, you're going to have to go through a weigh station if you have a DOT. If you don't have a DOT and you're hauling cars, you're going to be in a lot of trouble anyway. So the reality of it is, if you definitely insist on trying to use a 2500 to get into the car hauling business, best you're going to do is a single car. Even with a double car, trying to make money in the business would be tough. Even if you could somehow find the lightest 2-car trailer in the world and you could make it work by hauling small cars around, I just don't know how you're going to do it. There's just not enough money. The reason for that is insurance. I mean, when you start out in the business, you're paying $2,500. Some guys are $3,000 for their $1 million with the liability coverage on their trucks, not including the truck insurance and the trailer insurance. You got to have cargo insurance. So, you know, you've got $2,500, $3,000 a month going out the door, and you're only able to haul 1 or 2 cars. It just doesn't make business sense to try to do that. You've got to get yourself a dually. And even a 3,500, 350s, their rear axles are, I think they're in the 7,000 or 8,000 pound range. You get to the dualies, then you got 9,900 pounds, and now you can get 3 cars on there. And you can run non-CDL with a 3-car hauler. And you can make really good money doing it. I mean, there's guys that are making $70,000, $80,000 a year hauling cars with a dually and a 3-car hauler. Now, don't go buy no $100,000, you know, Ford F-350 King Ranch or something like that. That would just be absolutely ridiculous to do that. But the reality is, if you got a 2,500, you're not hauling 3 cars. You just don't have the rear axle weight. And if you haul 2 cars, you're just not going to make enough money to make up for all that insurance. And I still think you'd have a tough time getting past the rear axle weight. And if you're one of these guys going to run illegal anyway, what the hell difference does it make to you? You're already illegal, right? So I would say no to the 2,500. So if you're out there and you see this and you got a 2,500, you're thinking about getting in a car hauling business, think different. Go trade that sucker in, sell it to somebody, go get yourself a dually, do it the right way, get yourself a compliance officer, as I've said before. Go out there, get your insurance compliant, get your stickers on the side of your truck, and go at it the right way. If you do that, you don't have to worry about anything. And then you can go out and make some money. Anyway, so this has been Forrest. Thanks for watching.